Good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Ravi Kesti. Today, I am discussing about the lacrimal apparatus. What is lacrimal apparatus? Lacrimal apparatus. What is lacrimal apparatus? Lacrimal apparatus. It is associated with the secretion and drainage of the tear fluid, the lacrimal fluid. Secretion and drainage of the lacrimal fluid, that is the lacrimal apparatus. And it consists of the different things, the lacrimal gland and the duct. Second is the conjunctival sac, the lacrimal punctum, the canaliculi, and the lacrimal sac and the laryngolacrimal duct. These are all associated with the lacrimal apparatus. It consists of the lacrimal gland, the duct, the conjunctival sac, the punctum, the lacrimal canaliculi, the lacrimal sac, and the laryngolacrimal duct. This is the lacrimal apparatus. I've also discussed the lacrimal gland, the conjunctival sac, the conjunctiva, the two parts of the conjunctiva, that is the palpebral conjunctiva and the orbital conjunctiva, and also the blood and nerve supply of the lacrimal gland, the parasympathetic and the sympathetic innervation of the lacrimal gland, that is the two type of the fibers. One is the secretomotor and second is the sensory fibers, and some clinical aspects associated with also the lacrimal apparatus, that is the style, the chalazion, what is blepharitis and what is dactyloadenitis. Then what is lacrimal gland? The lacrimal gland, it is the serous gland. Lacrimal gland, it is the serous gland. The parotid gland is also a serous gland. The submandibular gland and the sublingual gland, these are the mixed gland. What is the position? Where is this lacrimal gland is situated? It is situated in the lacrimal fossa. We see the whole of the skull, and the skull, the bony orbit is present, and this bony orbit, there will be the lacrimal fossa, and this lacrimal gland, it is situated in the lacrimal fossa at the roof of the bony orbit in the anterolateral aspect of the eyelid, and in the roof of the bony orbit in the lacrimal fossa. This lacrimal gland is situated, and it is the serous gland. What is the conjunctival sac? The sac, the space between the palpebral and the bulbar conjunctiva is the space between the bulbar and palpebral conjunctiva is called the conjunctival sac. Suppose this is the bulbar conjunctiva, and this is the bulbar conjunctiva, and this is the palpebral conjunctiva, and the space is present. This space is present in between the palpebral and the bulbar conjunctiva, that is the conjunctival sac. The palpebral conjunctiva, it is present. It is lying the eyelid. The eyelid. You can elevate your upper eyelid and see the palpebral conjunctiva for the severe anemia, and the bulbar conjunctiva, that is covers the whole of the eyeball, and we can diagnose the jaundice patient or viral hepatitis patient by observing this bulbar conjunctiva. That is, the jaundice can be diagnosed by observing this bulbar conjunctiva. The two type of conjunctiva, one is the palpebral conjunctiva and the bulbar conjunctiva. By elevating your upper eyelid, you can see the palpebral conjunctiva, and for the severe anemia, that is the conjunctival sac. The space between the palpebral and the bulbar conjunctiva, that is the conjunctival sac. Next is the blood supply and nerve supply of the lacrimal gland. The blood supply is by the ophthalmic artery. Blood supply is by the ophthalmic artery, which is the branch of the internal carotid artery. The common carotid artery and the common carotid artery distribute into the external carotid artery and the internal carotid artery, and the ophthalmic artery, which supply the lacrimal gland, it is the branch of the internal carotid artery. And the lacrimal nerve, which supply the lacrimal gland, it is the ophthalmic division of the trigeminal nerve, that is the fifth nerve. Now the innervation, parasympathetic and the sympathetic innervation of the lacrimal gland. The two type of innervation, the secretomotor and the sensory innervation of the lacrimal gland, that is the parasympathetic and the sympathetic. The secretomotor and the sensory innervation of the lacrimal gland. First, how this pathway occurs, this parasympathetic pathway occurs. First is the lacrimatory nucleus, which is situated at the level of the pons, then the nervus intermedius, then the geniculate ganglion, and the greater petrosal nerve. Greater petrosal nerve joined with the deep petrosal nerve. Deep petrosal nerve, it comes from the plexus around the internal carotid artery, and these deep petrosal nerve and the greater petrosal nerve join to form nerve of pterygoid canal. The nerve of pterygoid canal, I have shown here the nerve of pterygoid canal. Then the ganglion, that is the pterygopalatine ganglion. This pterygopalatine ganglion, it is also called the sphenopalatine ganglion. The sphenopalatine ganglion. And in this pterygopalatine ganglion, there is the relay of the fiber, and then there is the fiber goes towards the zygomatic nerve, which is the branch of the maxillary nerve, then zygomaticotemporal nerve, then lacrimal nerve, and the lacrimal gland. Thus, this parasympathetic fibers pathway occurs from the lacrimatic nucleus to the lacrimal nerves, and then this lacrimal nerve supplies this lacrimal gland, and this then secretomotor fiber, this pathway occurs. And where is the sensory fibers? It arises from the ganglion. What is the superior cervical ganglion? I have shown here the superior cervical ganglion. Here is the preganglionic fiber, and the preganglionic fiber, it forms the plexus around the internal carotid artery. Here is the internal carotid artery. This is the common carotid artery, and here is the internal carotid artery. It forms the plexus around the internal carotid artery, and then the deep petrosal nerve, and the deep petrosal nerve join with the greater petrosal nerve and forms the nerve of pterygoid canal. Here is the nerve of pterygoid canal, and then the pathway goes towards the maxillary nerve, then the zygomatic nerve, the zygomaticotemporal nerve, and supply the lacrimal gland. This is all about the innervation, the parasympathetic and the sympathetic innervation of the lacrimal gland. One is the lacrimatic nucleus, and in the sympathetic pathway, the ganglion is the superior cervical ganglion, and here is the very important ganglion which is associated with this lacrimal gland, part of the parasympathetic innervation of this lacrimal gland, that is the sphenopalatine or pterygopalatine ganglion. Whereas the parotid gland is associated with the otic ganglion, and the submandibular ganglion, it is associated with the facial nerve. Now, the some clinical aspects which are associated with this lacrimal gland, the style, the second is the chalazion, the blepharitis, and dacryoadenitis. It may be the acute and the chronic dacryoadenitis. What is the style? It is the suppurative inflammation, of the gland of Gis, and it is a painful condition. The patient complains of the severe pain, and it can be treated conservatively by the hot fermentation, and some given the antibiotics like ofloxacin drop can be given to the patient, and the style can be treated. Second is the chalazion. It is the inflammation of the tarsal gland. You can palpate the tarsal gland here. Here is the position of the tarsal gland, and there is the inflammation of this tarsal gland. This chalazion, it is maybe the large chalazion and the small chalazion. The large chalazion can be treated surgically, whereas the small chalazion can be treated conservatively simply by the hot fermentation and some given antibiotic. Third is the blepharitis. What is blepharitis? It is the inflammation. It is the inflammation of the eyelid, that is the blepharitis. And fourth is the dacryoadenitis. It is the inflammation of the lacrimal gland, that is the lacrimal duct, that is dacryoadenitis. It may be the acute and the chronic. The acute condition may be bacterial or the viral, like the staphylococcus, the gonococcus, and the Epstein-Barr virus. That is the acute condition. And the chronic condition, it is non-infectious condition. It may be due to the thyroid disease also. That is the dacryoadenitis. This is all about the lacrimal apparatus. I have discussed the things, that is the lacrimal apparatus, the lacrimal gland, the conjunctival sac and conjunctiva, and blood and nerve supply of the lacrimal gland, the parasympathetic and sympathetic innervation of the lacrimal gland, and some clinical aspects, that is the style, the chalazion, blepharitis, and dacryoadenitis. And thank you.